Okay, folks, so you may be wondering what I've been up to. I know you guys know I did all these gigs with the Dictators. It was a whole lot of fun, but now I'm doing something that is not nearly as much fun. It's a little fun, but I'll show you what I'm dealing with right here. Okay, so this is my garage. This is all my stuff. So you see, here's some things. These drums. I have two drum kits here. They're both DWs. They're both very nice. I do have some other miscellaneous drums, an extra bass drum over here. I've got some tom-toms over there. A whole pile of snare drums. That's a snare drum on top. That's an 8-inch snare. Some gear here, gear over there, some gear in the back. I don't know that I'm going to get rid of any of the drum gear. I don't know if you can see. You can't see in here, but anyway, there's a whole bunch under there. Up here is all my CDs and tapes. My tape recorders are all the way in the back there. And then there's all this other stuff. Boxes and boxes of stuff. Some of it is, there's some PA speakers I'm not going to use. Anyway, the bottom line is I've come to the conclusion I can't keep them. I have too much stuff. I simply have too much stuff. To make a long story short, I am getting rid of all the stuff, all the extra stuff, all the stuff I don't need. What is valuable, I'm selling, and what is not valuable, I'm throwing out. And that's the story, because I have too much stuff. I'm 76 years old, and as you get older, unless you're really very disciplined or whatever, you end up with a lot of stuff. So the last time I moved, I was shocked at how much stuff I had. So I've been selling things on Reverb, anything that I think might be valuable to anybody else. So this is where the things that are already in boxes, they're lying along the wall. There's a couple that have to be sent out tomorrow. Today's Sunday. Yeah, I really like selling stuff on Reverb, but sometimes it doesn't feel right to me. For instance, I had a 23-inch ukulele U-bass, fretless, that I sold to somebody, and I talked about why I was selling it, because it was hard for me to play it in tune, and it was hard for David Hirschberg, who's a professional bass player, to play it in tune. So it was, it required a lot of patience. My brother Jim plays one, and he says, it's you really got to work at getting just your fingers in just the right place to play it in tune. The guy got the thing and said, or a girl, I don't know, I don't remember, but whoever it was, they got it. They said, it's not for me. I sold it as is. I did list it as excellent condition or mint condition because it had barely been used, and it was not modified, it had no dings on it. All the electronics work. So the guy said, it's not for me. I could have said no, but I understand it was a challenging instrument to play. He sent it back. Somebody else bought it, right away. One of my fans wanted me to sign it. They probably don't care if they can play it in a tune or not. They wanted one of those basses anyway, but that it's mine. I signed it, so they're not going to send it back. Now this one, somebody sent it. They got it. I listed it as mint. It has no scratches whatsoever. It has the same original strings. I didn't even change the strings on the thing. And the first thing they did is they sent me a message that said, "What do I do about the open string?" It was a clue right away. The open string. Gee, which one of these is the open string? 6 of them. I think there's 6 of them. So then they said the B. oh gee, which could that be? This is a B, and this is a B. Eventually, 3 or 4 messages later, it turned out it was the low string. They just had the low string. So this is somebody who had never played a baritone before. And I said, "What's the matter with the open string?" Right. So I immediately was feeling a little paranoid because when I got ready to sell this thing, I went to play it, and it was the neck had bent back the other way. It was probably really fresh wood, so it needed an adjustment. I took off the truss rod cover here, and I just turned it just a little bit. I mean, I just loosened it up a little bit because it was pulling too far back. So I loosened it up. It went back. It was in perfect, it was as it is now. Perfectly, it's easy to play. Perfect to play. Okay, all the strings, every fret was perfect. So I felt confident to list it as mint. So the person said the low E is low, the pickup is low. And I said, oh, well, if the string is fretting out, it might need an additional adjustment there. It's very simple. I put the wrench in with a thing, just like you would. Just take the cover off and do that. Okay. They said, no, it's the pickup. And the pickup, the volume knob turns around. It turns around and it makes a crackling sound. So I got it back, right? And I noticed that the volume was turned all the way off. Now, why it would say only the low B wasn't making any noise, I don't know. But as you can see, maybe they have a hearing issue. I don't know. It might be somebody very young who doesn't know that much. But anyway, it turned out that the tone pot, which did make a crackling sound when I first turned it. But the other thing I noticed is it turned around, so what was happening was the pot inside was turning as you went to turn it, and then it would turn back, and it was like, so all I did was I took now if you own a guitar, you have to have one of these things. It's a kit, a little kit. Stu Mack makes one, but this is Phil McKnight talked about this particular one. It's called the Music Nomad. It's very good, and they both have this thing. They have this little tool. Now, if you've ever seen this, you might wonder what this thing is for. See? It has a little thing here so that it doesn't ding your finish. That's really so as you put it underneath the pot, and then you can press down, and it pulls the pot off without damaging anything. Without damaging the plastic or the guitar or anything. So you put that in there, you pull it off, and then you use that same thing. It's got teeth over here. So you use the teeth to tighten up your pot. It's very easy. It took me 2 minutes to tighten up the pot. So the pot works fine. The person was saying, these things, it costs money to fix these things. And I'm like, what? Okay. I mean, I couldn't wait to get it back. I'm like, what the hell are they talking about? Anyway, they sent it back, said, not as advertised. I'm sorry, sir, or madam. This is exactly as advertised. It's perfectly well, and you can hear. Oh, well, all I have to do is play it right. back to our program. More pedals that I don't use that much right now, but some, I don't know, I don't think I want to. I pretty much got it down to exactly what I want to keep. Not sure about that looper pedal. I suck at looping, so I don't know. But anyway, so I'm still not sure what I'm doing. I thought that my career as a musician might be over because of my hand has been, especially on the Dictators tour, it was really bad. What I thought was carpal tunnel or arthritis was bothering, but I just had a treatment like about a month ago where I got an injection in my palm, and I couldn't even close this hand. I couldn't even close it. I got to about there, and it just wouldn't go closed. It was just too tight. If I tried to do it, it was extremely painful. Now, I can snap my fingers. I could not do that. Well, I could always snap my right finger, but my left finger, it's not as strong as the right, but dang. Okay, so I think I might have a few more years of being able to play. So that's a fantastic thing. Anyway, this is what I'm up to this week, this first week of November, watching the marathon this morning, not working out, enjoying the fact that I'm not running it. Anyway, and yeah, I hope that you guys are having a good week too. So I'll talk to you later. Bye.